Hello, hello. This is Bennett, and today I'm going to play a brand new game that just came out yesterday on the PlayStation Store. It's called Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, and with a provocative title like that, I was definitely intrigued. A lot of reviewers and impressions of the game have stated this is some kind of like walking simulator, similar to the developers, the Chinese Room's previous work, Dear Esther, as well as games like Gone Home and I guess Amnesia is technically not really a walking simulator, but like games that simply let you explore the world, see the story, and see what's happening, and maybe have a little bit of interaction, but mainly it's about the progress and being kind of like immersed in that environment. And today, that's what I'm going to try out. I'm going to play for a little while this particular game.
Collins.
And I guess it starts off with a narration.
I don't know if anyone will ever hear this.
Am I Dr. Catherine Collins, or is she a character that I'm supposed to be pursuing? And that's going to be part of the question, because based on the initial impressions, like, you're basically walking around this empty but idyllic English town, and everybody's disappeared, and based on the title, hey, maybe they've been raptured, but to be honest, I don't think that's exactly the case, because while it certainly seems there could be a possibility that the rapture occurred, it's probably more likely some sort of like other issue, some sort of like, I don't know, maybe like a disease, or everyone disappears, or if you've ever played the Professor Layton games, it's something completely and utterly ridiculous that has a solution even more random and crazy than the initial premise of the game. And I won't give too many spoilers out there, but there are some Professor Layton games that give you a huge doozy when you think about what the initial mystery was and what the actual solution, or what the actual resolution of that plot turned out to be. And it's pretty crazy. But yeah, look, wow, this is a really, really nice detailed environment. So right now I can initially see that here in this building is the Vallis Observatory. And that's pretty interesting. So I'm going to try going in here first. And it looks like you can use the X button to interact. And turn on this radio.
For as long as I'm able. If I'm right.
So part of me wonders, is Dr. Kate Collins supposed to be someone I'm pursuing? Maybe I am Dr. Kate Collins. I'm not really sure. Ooh, the event.
He's left markers. We don't understand it yet.
That's interesting.
We're going to keep working.
Well, of course, based on if you've seen any YouTube videos or other people talking about this game, then you'll know exactly what these markers are. They're kind of like yellow glowing balls of light that basically kind of direct you, or kind of like give you an indication of where you're supposed to go in the game. Exactly, the answers are in the light. So that's kind of like, that's almost like a tutorial right there. So we'll see. I can do this to turn the television on. Doesn't seem to be much happening. I don't think I can interact with anything else. Some nice magazines here. Shropshire, I believe, is a region of England, so that's probably where we are. And here is what I think is a map of where you can explore in the game. So you start off as in you are here, observatory, and I think you go into Yawton, the forest, and probably end up near the end to where Lakeside is. That's what I imagine the game will take me to. There's also some cool constellations here. Just wondering if any of them have any sort of significance, or if stars somehow have a role to play in this narrative. Probably nothing much, though. One thing I did learn about reading news about the game today is that apparently the R2 is a very, very slight sprint button. And look, I am slightly sprinting. Oh, never mind. Anything here I can find? Can I activate this fur gas propane tank? Nope. I felt a little rumble there in my controller, so maybe there's some sort of important thing happening. Oh, and I got a Rocket League update file installed. Sweet. I haven't played too much of Rocket League yet, but I've heard a lot of people on the internet talking about how great this game is, so I'm kind of excited.
This is a special announcement by the Emergency Measures Committee.
Okay.
Due to exceptional circumstances, radio and television in this area has been brought under the control of the EMC as per the Crisis Preparedness and Action Bill of 1982.
So I believe the game is set in 1984, so this would have just happened, or the announcement probably would have happened, like, I guess at this point, but the actual act was enacted just 2 years before.
Do not panic and remain civil and calm.
So I don't know if you guys have ever read into the concept of the Rapture, but I kind of have, and I'm very intrigued by it. Of course, you're probably thinking I'm sort of a religious Bible nut, and to be honest, it is kind of true, but that isn't necessarily the case. No, I do and have read the Left Behind series by Tim LaHaye and Jim Jenkins, but it's not like I actually believe that the Rapture is going to happen anytime soon. I don't even know if it's real for sure. But what was definitely interesting is a narrative where people, some would say good people, suddenly disappear, and those left behind were judged by Jesus or God or whomever to be unworthy of entering heaven. And basically, the Rapture is the precursor and the not really the precedent, but kind of like the initial event that starts the end of the world, the apocalypse, and also the final coming of Jesus. There we go. So I use the controller to tilt, and it leads into an event.
You two will be the only staff on site for this rotation. I'm just saying, if the main gate's power fails, then there's no way in or out of the observatory.
That's why there are backup generators. Jesus, why the hell are we even discussing this?
Just don't you come running to me if you get locked in.
So there are 3 people involved. There's a Steven, there's a Graham.
We won't be able to come running to you, will we?
This is probably...
You let us worry about the clever stuff,
actually.
and you can concentrate on sweeping up leaves and changing light bulbs. Happy? Now piss off.
Interesting. So these are probably the staff of the Balance Observatory. Oh, and it turns out
because you're angry with me doesn't mean you have to take it out on everyone else.
Kate, can we just talk about this?
Steven, I'm done. I just want to get out of this place, and tonight is our best chance of doing that. You prep the arrays. I'm heading up to Tower 6.
Kate. I love you. You know that, right?
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
This guy still sounds like a jerk, though, this Steven fellow. This Kate person is probably who I'm going to see at the end of the game. Even though I have no idea if I'm actually going to see a physical character model. I have no idea. Personally, I think the game would do an amazing job if it could do that, but considering that this is probably the main resources on the game were focused on the development of the environment, the lush looks, the narrative, and probably the sound effects and music, I don't think that's going to be necessarily the case. Of there being character models, of course, that's what I mean. Looks absolutely beautiful, though. I would love to vacation here if I were, like, a little bit older and had more money and would want to live in a quaint British town. So there's that ball of light leading me to somewhere in particular. I'll probably just see if I can find anything around here. Doesn't seem like it. Nope, so I'll just follow this ball of light. I wonder if it's some sort of like entity or physical entity that is supposed to be guiding me. But I know that somehow it is Jeremy. Ooh, there's that music. The composer for this series, or for this game, is Jessica Curry, who apparently is a very, very well-regarded and well-known video game composer. I don't know if she did the music for Dear Esther, but from what I'm hearing so far, lush violins are always a plus in my eyes. Oh, there's something happening here.
Well, I suppose from that we can assume that they really are serious about this whole quarantine thing.
Quarantine? Oh boy.
If Mrs. Boughton wandered off that way before they closed the road, I suspect we'll never find her. Not until this whole thing blows over.
Well, it's more than a little odd. I mean, this
so there's
is
a Dr. Wade and a Barbara, and of course they're heading towards Yachton.
Well, if they are so concerned that they are willing
See if there's anything here. Oh, there is. I can feel a rumble once again on my controller. Can I go through this gate somehow? No. Does not seem like it. That's okay. Keep on going from here. I'll hold down the R2 button, which is not really, but kind of a sprint button. It's still pretty slow, though. I think some reviewers are kind of giving the game a little bit of a shuff, or kind of like giving it a bit of a negative look based on how slow it was to walk around this area. And sadly, I hope this doesn't deter from people trying out this game, because so far I think it's pretty cool so far. Just looking around this game is really nice. The unfortunate thing, though, is that I did pick up the pre-order of this game for $15.99. That's Canadian, but it's gone back to the full original price of $19.99. And for a game that apparently touts about 4 to 6 hours of gameplay, that might not be worth it for some people. But even still, the premise enough is definitely intriguing enough for me to want to try. So there's a bike here, and of course the phone booth probably lets me...
Who's that? Hello?
That's the phone.
Kate, if you can hear this, you need to shut down the optical array. It's using the observatory as a conduit to reach us, and it started spreading its range beyond the valley.
It started spreading its range.
We can't afford to let it do that. It's getting stronger.
It's getting stronger. Is that, it's like some sort of like an entity, or is it some sort of like disease, or is it something that came from the stars? I'm really curious about
we need
this.
help. Who are you? Jesus, get off the phone! Get off the phone! It's in the phone!
Oh boy. So something's in the phones, it seems like. It's what's causing these people, or something, this weird supernatural event to occur. I don't know if you can tell on from what you're watching, but the game is a little bit darker on my TV screen than it does on my monitor. And that's kind of part of the reason why I don't usually play too many games on the television directly. I usually just hook it up to via HDMI to my monitor and play it from there on a much bigger screen, because I don't really have a big screen on my TV at home. It's probably about 16 inches? At least maybe like 30 inches. Anything I can do in the car here? Not seem like it. Anything here that I could take a look in? Nope. Don't necessarily think there's anything here. Unless there's some sort of back way into a backyard somewhere. Oh, that looks like a really nice. That looks like a really nice place to stay. Very nice, idyllic looking house. Oh, so yeah. So as for me, this week I'm going to Hong Kong for 2 weeks. I'll be leaving on Saturday afternoon, and yeah, I'm actually going on a family reunion cruise with all of the family on my mom's side to Hong Kong, China, and Japan. And I'm kind of excited for that, mostly because there's going to be a lot of stuff I want to check out while I'm in Japan and Hong Kong. I don't know if you can see, but there's some sort of like shift in the lighting. Also, this wiring looks kind of terrible, but what can you expect? Oh, there's another like thing. Let's going to tilt my controller so I can activate it somehow. I don't know if I did anything specific, but...
Don't be so hard on yourself. We've all had rejections.
Oh, there
you haven't.
Come on. We'll look at the figures, tighten up the data, and resubmit.
I'm gonna grab a drink of water.
Your core idea is sound. You just got the number slightly wrong.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you. I think you are a brilliant
Part of me
man,
thinks
Dr.
Kate
Appleton.
is technically probably like an American or something like that, while Steven
Listen.
has kind of like a Scottish or maybe Irish accent. I think it's more Scottish if anything than
right?
Irish.
We're
And we
together,
already know
you and me.
beforehand that these two are in a relationship. Or
The
were in a
alignment event
relationship.
tomorrow.
Oh, alignment
It's
events.
yours, okay? You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers.
That's definitely a clue to
Even if
what
they
might
can't
actually
see
happen.
it. I'm proud of you.
Emergency
Is that supposed to make you
meeting.
feel
Everyone is
better?
welcome.
Sam.
Villa 95 Hall tomorrow night.
Look on the bright side.
Or Village Hall
around here-
tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
You're
Flu
a
quarantine.
hero.
What they are
Almost
not
unturned.
telling us. Call Meg or Barbara if you have any messages. Derek, you
I'm
massive
surprised I
dickhead
haven't erected a
wanker.
statue in your
The
honor
Smiths,
yet.
best band ever, by the way.
Oh, you
Yes,
can laugh
absolutely
all you
agree.
want.
And also Jokers.
But I'll bet the parish council have a subcommittee working
Vallis
on that
Observatory.
right now.
Say no to Vallis Extension. Is a 7th tower really necessary to register your complaint? Oh. Shifts and shift in the time. Oh, there's bus stop 6 and 8-4. That's probably not really a clue, but it could be. Tickets from Megan Holloway or Father Jeremy Wheeler. So Jeremy is probably this Jeremy Wheeler fellow. Yeah, sorry, where was I? To register a complaint, add your name to petition to make your voice heard. Contact Barbara Ferrer, the surging? I don't know. And there's another map, probably of the area. Oh, and there's that little Ziggy, I think is a Ziggy logo. And there's a Tim is a massive knobhead. That's cute. Oh, I can go back here. Interesting. there anything I can look here? Oh. I heard another phone ringing. Somewhere up here? No. There's a nice patch of flowers to look at. Doesn't seem like anything specific. That's okay. I'll just keep on going from here then. Let's check out this building, actually. It's called the Stars and Night. Sounds like a, probably some sort of pub or restaurant. Ashtray. Some flowers. Number 2. Closed until further notice. We've got the flu. Oh, boy. So try 7th Whistler. And we know that the proprietors are George and Helen Gables. And it seems to be open. Got some stuff here. Oh, that's interesting. There's smoke still coming out of the cigarettes, which means that there must have been someone who must have lit it recently. That's pretty crazy. Got some beers. I don't think I can interact with any of these in particular. Right now, curry and pint is only €2. I don't know, or £2. I don't know. Local special is fish and chips. That sounds delicious. Yes, local fish and chips. 50p for the ale. Nothing I can do with the dartboard here. Can I use the washroom? Nope. Nothing here, but I can probably go into this back here. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Can't seem to use it. That's too bad. Can I go in this way? Nope. I can walk on along the steps here. That's interesting. Oh. Heard another phone thing. Oh, there's a radio. That's where it's coming from.
I keep looking, but it makes no sense.
Part of me isn't sure if these messages by Kate are being recorded live or if they're just sort of like pre-recorded and I actually am Kate. I'm not really sure.
That part of the sky. It's overexposed, like a Polaroid left in direct sunlight.
Yeah. So something's been overexposed, like it's been in direct sunlight. And part of me thinks it might have something to do with the balls of light that I've been seeing. The definitely the most weird supernatural thing that I've been able to see so far while I've been playing this game. Doesn't seem to be anything here specifically in this backyard area or patio area of the restaurant, but we'll see if I can find anything further ahead. Here we got the parking garage. Private parking, absolutely. This car is parked very, very, very terribly. Of course. There's another van. Anything I can... Oh, I can go in... I can look inside here. Can I use the walkie? Can I use the radio there? Nope. Private parking. Yeah, and I've already seen this area.
They see me as an outsider here as well.
Here it is.
Is that supposed to make me feel any better?
I understand it's difficult. That's all I'm saying. Your lot up at Vallis have never mixed with the local community.
So it looks like Vallis may have been around for a little bit longer around the village.
What you do up there.
Are you trying to get me to come to your church?
It's not just about faith.
Definitely proves that Jeremy here is probably Jeremy Wheeler, the father of the parish.
Good morning, Father. Lovely day.
Oh,
hello.
Lady Barbara.
Mrs. Appleton, isn't it?
It's Dr. Collins.
Lady scientist. Whatever next.
Good morning, Barbara.
Quaint ideas. Quaint ideas indeed.
You really think that's a community that will ever see me as one of them? I can live with them staring at me. If they just stay out of my way.
That's a bit dark. Definitely some sort of antagonistic relationship there. Oh. There's something in there. There's something on the bridge. Can I go that way? Or should I go this way first? Let's look around here for a little bit first. Check out this house. Kind of going in a specific order, maybe. Yeah. Can I go back here? No, it's locked. but I can not go through the door. Do not attempt to leave. You'll be detained. So there's some sort of quarantine. That's interesting. Oh, there's a ball of light that is headed towards a swing set. Or maybe the park. Let's try here then. Anything specific? Follow this reflection. Why is this thing still moving? That's kind of creepy. Can't get out of here. I think I'm stuck. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. What I can do specifically X button interact. See if I twist my control a little bit, I'll do something. Maybe. Nope, not really. It doesn't seem to work. It's a bit odd. Go follow it for a second there. Oh, it's telling me to go this way. Part of me thinks it's probably the linear path, so I'm not going to do that just yet, because I want to check out the other houses first. I want to see if there's any sort of like clues or plot developments that might help me figure out what exactly is going on in this area. Oh, here's the backyard. Try this place. Can I go back here somehow? Can I go back here? Yeah. Cool. Even still, does not seem like I can get into this backyard area, which is very odd. What about here then? Is there any specific reason I can go this far back? I don't know, maybe not. Alright, let's try a couple of more houses and then I'll probably call it a video there, just to kind of show you guys what this game is all about. You get to see these cool stories and interact with or not really interact, but like find ways to interact with, I guess maybe it's the lingering spirits of those left behind from whatever sort of calamity happened to this this nice quiet English town. It's a bit weird actually, a bit creepy, but intriguing nevertheless. Oh. Did I not go through here? Nope. Oh. That's a shame. What about here? Oh, this one I can, yes. But I cannot go in there, which is too bad. Alrighty, that didn't really turn out to lead to anywhere specific. But maybe if I just go further down, I'll be able to find something? I don't know. Is that graffiti? Oh, it's a backyard area. Let's see if I can get through there. This is a pretty nice area. And that leads into that house that I think I noticed before. So I can definitely tell there's probably some sort of phone or something here. That left in the backyard. That goes from there. Let's take the long way first. I want to check out that building. Somehow maybe I'll be able to find a phone somewhere. Where's that phone coming from? Yeah, I think it's from inside the building. No? Maybe not. This is a, looks like a hospital or like a tiny like doctor's office. Oh, that's not good. Is that blood? Oh, jeez. There's a Shropshire magazine. There's a lot of bloody tissues there. That's gross.
Dr. Wade, here you are. There's a queue of patients a mile long out.
There we go.
Just
Dr.
send
Wade.
them to the village hall with the others, please, Bob.
Doctor, people are scared.
Yeah, I would be
just
scared
called
too.
And said her husband's vanished. She
Vanished?
was very frightened. She said there
Blood,
was
more
blood
blood
coming
there.
out from his ears and his
What
nose.
the hell do
There's
you want me
flower
to do?
paintings.
Until they lift the quarantine, we're not going anywhere. Just tell them to
some sort of
drink
survival
plenty of fluids,
scenario here.
stay warm, and follow the instructions on the
Definitely a lot of
radio.
paranoia can rise when
please,
people are
you
kind of
have a
like stuck
duty
and
to your
isolated
patient.
and quarantined in an area that they're not able to get to. And there's a lot of blood here. Oh, jeez. In the on the keyboard there, so maybe something's happening to Wade. And right now it looks like I think that's the observatory. It definitely looks like the observatory.
1, 6, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 7.
Unless I can open any of these other rooms, doesn't seem like there's nothing much else here. Okay, we'll go to one more house and then, yeah, figure out what to do from there. Cause I thought I heard I heard a phone coming from somewhere. Oh. Is it coming from the car? Oh, it's coming from this. Right here, there it is.
Visual and auditory distortions are becoming more frequent, along with mild
I love these
convulsions
old school
to the
phones. They're so
left side,
gigantic.
all of which support a preliminary diagnosis
Preliminary
of
diagnosis.
intracranial hypertension.
Hypertension
Occurring as a
is
result
basically
of a substantial
when the
and
veins
rapidly
are
expanding
hyper.
tumor
Hyper is like when they're squeezed and
originating, I
tightened, which
believe,
may lead to
within the
the blood
hypothalamus.
coming out from the nose, as it seems to be exhibiting
Cognitive
with
functions are
Dr. Wade over here.
currently unimpaired. Aside from this crippling headache,
Oh, geez, crippling headache.
hemorrhaging is becoming more frequent.
Oh, did I miss that?
Visual and auditory distortions are becoming
Turned off there a
more
bit
frequent,
prematurely. That's a shame.
along with mild convulsions to the left side.
Am I supposed to do something here? Yeah, whatever. I think I heard another phone. Not sure where it's coming from exactly, but hopefully we'll be able to find it. There's that music again. Very nice. Very nice sounding. It's leading outwards, eh? Oh, wait. I'll check out this area first a little bit more. And yeah, just call it quits, I guess. It definitely seems like a really scary game, just by not even knowing what the heck is happening. You're kind of like left with this sort of like sense of like dread and fear that whatever is happening, it could happen to you next. Are you even supposed to be here? Are you a ghost? Are you some sort of like last survivor? Are you the doctor? Are you somebody who was immune to whatever was happening to the rest of the people? Who knows?
Especially now.
Oh, where's that from?
I do love him, Father. I love them both.
He's married. There are other people involved in this.
Oh, I hardly think that anyone's in the position to claim the moral high ground, do you?
Well, I take your point about Stephen and Robert, but I think Kate might see things differently.
Do you?
Oh my.
I mean, she's not screwing anyone else, pardon my French, but she spends all day and night locked up in that observatory. Stephen says they barely see each other. That's hardly a marriage, is it?
Oh, so they're married. Interesting. So that's one thing I now figured out, which is apparently Stephen and Kate are married, and that there's something going on with Stephen and potentially Jeremy as well. Maybe Jeremy's a little bit of a wandering type, if you get my drift. Oh, I can go inside the greenhouse from here. Anything I can interact with specifically? No, not really. Oh well. So yeah, so another games I've been playing before I kind of like sign off. I'm currently playing Xenoblade on the Nintendo 3DS XL. I picked up the Majora's Mask a long time ago, but I didn't actually open it and actually use it until just a little while ago. I just wanted something to play for my trip to Hong Kong, and I decided, hey, I'll play an 100-hour-long RPG. Hopefully that's enough to get me through it, because there's going to be a lot of time probably in the cruise, and I don't want to spend all that time with family, as nice as they are, of course, and everything, but yeah, still. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I see a save icon again, just to make sure that I'm actually, like, progressing through. And let's see, assuming there's nothing else, I'm going to, take that path that the ball of light told me to go to. See if that leads anywhere specific. So yeah, if you notice me going a little bit faster, it's because I'm holding the R2 button. I need to remind people of this a few times, because apparently it's in the manual, but not many people bother to read the manual. So, what can you do? Let's go up further up here. I'm going to check that bridge area, because there might be something there. There's another map. Can I go into the water? No, I cannot. But I can cross this bridge, it seems like, and it might lead me somewhere specific. Oh. Ball light coming from somewhere? Oh. Good interaction. Cutscene time. There you go. I think I kind of like manipulated my controller to do that. I don't know if that was a specific.
Right? Get out of my way.
Where's Kate?
Where do you think she is?
Stephen, what's going on?
Screw Kate. It's all her fault anyway.
What's that mark on your face? Stephen! Stephen!
Oh, man. Been some sort of, like, negative interaction between Stephen and Kate. I can't even imagine what these characters look like, but I already have an idea of their personalities, their experiences, their motivation. Well, maybe not their motivations, but, like, definitely something strange is going on. Oh, yeah, and I got a saving icon there. So I think I'm just going to pause it for now. Show you guys a little bit more of this idyllic countryside here. In this game, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, developed by the Chinese Room, and released currently exclusively for the PlayStation 4 for the price of $19.99 Canadian. My name is Bennett, and I'll probably play a little bit more of this game before actually turning it off for the day. So take care, everybody. Bye.